Yo, people, Arsenal have just made another signing. Yes, Arsenal have made another signing. The deal is done for Jakub Kiwior. The deal is done. Is that even how you pronounce his name? Let me get how you pronounce this guy's name.
Jabub Kiwior.
Jakub Kiwior. I am telling you guys, Arsenal mean business. Arsenal mean business. Get ready. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Yes, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing? I am very, very happy today. As you guys know why. We mean business, ladies and gentlemen. We absolutely mean business. We are not messing around. We are not playing around. We are not joking around. What we are doing is serious. We've already signed Trossard and we have his medical done. He's currently at London Coney, had his medical done, taking his media photos, and it will be announced soon. Then we've now gotten a second. Here we go in a matter of days from Fabrizio Romano. Jakub Kiwior, Polish international, currently playing in Italy for 25 million euros reportedly. That's including add-ons, of course, has been done and it's over the line. The deal is done. I'm going to show you guys everything right now. I am in shock. I am in disbelief. I am in dismay. We mean business. Arsenal fans, if you're not excited right now with the club at the top of the table, with the team being strengthened in January, us actually getting quality players in January, I don't know what else to say to you guys. You're probably wondering, who is this guy? You're probably saying to yourself, who are we signing? Miguel, is he any good? I'll let you know in a second because I've watched some comps. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys I've watched every single game of the guy in his life. No, that is not what I'm going to say to you guys. But what I will tell you is from what I've seen, he looks like an extremely quality player. From what I've seen, he looks like a reasonable signing. If you don't know, he's 22 years old. He's left-footed. He can play center back and defensive midfielder. He's 6'2". He played for Poland in the World Cup and he was integral to their side. He was one of the key players in that team, and he was doing really well for them over there. So, in my opinion, it seems like we might have gotten a quality player. And the teams that he's been linked to, Juventus, Tottenham, other teams like that, and even his teammates saying we should buy him at Barcelona in Lewandowski, saying this guy is a stupendous signing. We might have just hit a gem. We might have just hit a gem. That is the reality. What we might have done right now is found a gem in the dirt. Somebody who a lot of people don't know about. Because let's be honest, a lot of people in England, a lot of people in England don't know much about the guy. They don't. That's the reality. So let me introduce you guys who he is. This is a quick scouting report. Quick scouting report on the player before we get into the here we go. For anyone who's watching on TikTok, come join us on YouTube so you can actually see what I'm looking at. Okay. One second. My chair is messed up. My chair is messed up. My chair is messed up. My chair was messed up. I was falling in my chair. I don't like falling in my chair. I like standing straight. Okay, there we go. Now, with that being said, as you guys can see there, 22 years old, left-footed, center back, defensive midfielder, can play a plethora of positions. That is the reality of the signing that we're getting. Also, how much are we spending on him? Let me show you guys. Fabrizio Romano giving us the here you go, and we've also had a plethora of other tweets coming out about the player. So I'm going to show you guys that right now. I'm sorry if I'm speaking fast. I'm kind of excited, as we all are as Arsenal fans. I'm assuming we all are excited. If you're not excited at this point, when are you ever going to be excited? Are you human? Are you human? Edu is cooking. The barbecue is cooking. The barbecue is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you. I'm gonna get to everything in due time. In due time. First things first. I found out about this through this guy. Who the hell is this guy? Is Dimasio. Dimasio is not always the most credible guy, but he's the first to drop it. He dropped it at 11:56 and said, Arsenal, 25 million euros, feet agreed. The player is flying on Saturday or Sunday. Bang. just like that. Just like that, announced that the player is flying out. Just like that, it was announced that the player was flying out. People saying, "Be real, you never heard of him, bro." He was playing. He was playing for Poland. He was starting in the World Cup for Poland. You're telling me you never watched the game, Poland Mexico? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know who the guy was, in the sense, like, I didn't follow the league, or I don't follow his progress or anything like that. But I've heard of him. I just don't remember who he was. And then and there you go. When I look back, I'm like, oh, now I recognize this guy. I seen him play for Poland, but I've never watched him in Italy. I'll tell you that for facts. I've never watched him in Italy. I don't know to the depth, in depth, of what his qualities are. Let's now go back to the next tweet. This is what I said. I said, who? I was like, who we signing? Then I did some research. This is Poland's shining light in their defense. Poland's best defender at this moment in time, right? This is a sensational transfer, close to completion. Says to Arsenal in advanced talks. This was about an hour ago. Jakub will be one of the most expensive sold Polish footballers in history. We're making history in Poland, people. We're making history in Poland. And then I had to do this. I had to go and talk about what Fabrizio Romano tweeted. When I got the "here you go" from Fabrizio Romano, that's when I started to get excited. That's when I sat back on my chair and I said, "Wow, the deal is done. Here you go" from Fabrizio Romano's here. I couldn't believe my eyes. We've done 2 deals in a span of 24 hours. Edu and the boys got us. They got us an attacking player to fill out the squad depth, and now they've got us a left center back to play behind Gabriel, to push Gabriel. In the case that Gabriel gets an injury, we now have a backup left center back in Jakub. And this is the key thing. Understand that he's that agreed terms, a 5-year deal. Medical will be complete in the next 48 hours. I even heard as far as the medical is even close to being done. Now let me give you guys a quick little update on this guy. This is what Lewandowski had to say on him. This is what Lewandowski had to say on his teammate. He said, the guy has great potential. During the warm-ups of the game against Netherlands, I thought, who is this guy? Then during the match, I saw, and he was extraordinary. The guy's good. The guy's really good. The guy's really good. Now let's look into a little bit deeper into Jakub. Who is Jakub? Who is Jakub? Everyone's gonna probably say to themselves, "Who is this Jakub guy? Who are we signing? What is he? What is he good at? What can he do? What could he bring to the table?" Well, I'll go back to the scouting report quickly. I'll go back to the scouting report quickly. Let's see if any of you guys are saying anything that I need to bring up. Arsenal, please announce the 45 million of Milinkovic Savage. No, Milinkovic Savage is not being announced. Let's not put stuff in there that we don't know about yet. But yeah, so here are some of the strengths and weaknesses of the player. There is no specific weakness in the player that they've highlighted on this thing here. Now I'm just gonna say this to you guys. Oh, are you excited yet? I want to know. Let me know. 78% of you guys are saying you're excited. Why aren't you guys excited? Why aren't you guys excited? Because this should be one of the more exciting signings. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put a link in the description after the video is done to the actual scouting report to watch to watch how this guy performs, so you guys can see how he plays. Because until you actually watch the player, you're not gonna know how he plays. So I'll put the scouting report in there. Scouting reports. I put the scouting report in the description of the video. You guys can check that out after we're done, okay? But for now, let's go back. Let's go back to this. We want to know what position he plays. What position does he play? Well, he plays many positions. He's not a player who just plays one position. He's played a certain amount of games in midfield also, not only as a defender, right? He's played in midfield also. He's 22 years old. He's a Poland international. He's currently playing in Italy in the Serie A. And what he's done is he's played 17 games this season, right? He's highly rated over there in Italy, to the point where Juventus were after him. Barcelona were told to buy him from Lewandowski himself, and and let's be honest, we don't know who was the chief scout on this or anything, but Eddie and these guys might have pulled out a quality player. I don't know. I didn't know too much about him, but from what I'm reading now, from what I'm seeing now about the player, everyone as more and more rolls in every second. I'm hearing more and more great things about the guy. His medical is Leandro Trossard's medical is also done. Just to give you guys a quick update on the Leandro Trossard situation. Just to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with Trossard before we go back to the deal that we're currently working on. Just to give you guys a quick update on the Trossard deal. So Trossard has completed his medical. He is signing for Arsenal for a 4.5 year deal with with 1 year option. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate. I'm not going to listen to these guys. I'm going to show you guys what I had posted on the account. Here we go. So this is what I posted earlier in the community page if you guys wanted to check it out. Leandro Trossard to Arsenal had a successful medical. He will be earning 90K per week, and the announcement is expected to be done soon, right? Now, with that being said, let's now go back to that tweet. That tweet was also saying his agent tells me that he was registered before the 12 p.m. deadline and is available to face Arsenal, to face Manchester United on Sunday. Official confirmation is waiting. So at this moment in time, that is breaking news. We didn't know about this. That's breaking news. He's going to be playing against Manchester United. Amazing. I need Trossard to score against Manchester United and rub it in their face, same way these guys tried to do it against when Anthony scored. We need Trossard to score, dunk on their head tops, and then celebrate. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we deserve. How about that? That's what we deserve as fans. That's what we deserve. Trossard, dunk on their head tops. Dunk on their head tops. We need that. But yo, people in the chat, do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, because we have what, 575 people in the chat, only have 50 likes. You guys are being disrespectful. Hit that like button. I'm literally taking a break off of work to set up the stream and get you guys all the information you need to know about everything that's going on. So let's get straight back into the transfer stuff, right? Forget about some of these other things. Let's get straight back into the transfer stuff. Trossard has been completed and will be available versus Manchester United. That is breaking news. That is what I like to see, people. Then you have the Trossard stuff. If you didn't know, Trossard actually worked with Earbert Albert. He actually worked with him in Genk. He was one of the managers at Genk. So I didn't know this. Did you guys know this? Earbert Albert had worked with him in the past. And yes, that is Earpod Albert. He's not wearing his earpods, but there you go. He's definitely worked with him prior. So this was another deciding factor in getting the deal over the line. He worked with him in 2017. He's currently Arsenal's assistant manager, and he is going to be meeting up with his former player, Leandro Trossard. Leandro Trossard has been a baller since the Genk days, so we already know about that. Now, this here, ladies and gentlemen, is exciting. This here is exciting. Now, I know you guys might not know too much about the guy who's on the left, right? I know you guys might not, on the right. You might not know too much on the guy who's on my right, on your left. You might not know too much about him. But what he is squad depth. He is what we've been asking for in order to win a title. What we've been asking for in order to win a potential league title is squad depth. We now have Trossard, who comes into the team, immediately raises the level of our squad and gives us squad depth. Then we have a level raiser in the sense that we have a left-footed center back who comes into the team, plays behind Gabriel, and let's be honest, you guys might not know about him right now, but in the next coming days, we're going to hear more and more about him. This guy, from what I'm hearing, from all the reports that I'm getting, he is a top talent in the Serie A. He's one of the most highly rated players in the Poland setup, and that club, they sold him for the highest ever price a Polish player has ever been sold for from that league. So I'm just going to say this. From what I'm seeing, he is one of the highest rated scouted center backs from Poland. I don't think anyone else is higher rated than him. Now, before we go any further, I'm just gonna pull up this right here. Let me go to this. If I go to RB Ref, right? If I go to RB Ref, he's 22 years old. He's technically gifted. The guy's blocking and clearances are up there in the highest percentiles. Like I'm just gonna show you guys this right here. Let me show you guys this because you're wondering who the hell this guy is. Who is he? Who is he? That's what everyone's thinking. Who the hell is this guy? Well, we might not know too much about him yet, but we're gonna learn today. 22-year-old center back who can also play in center midfield, technically gifted, a rock, who does clearances. And if you look at his underlining numbers, they back it up. They back it up with his tackles in the high percentiles, with his blocks in the high percentiles. You know what? Why am I doing this when I can actually show you guys the real RB Ref? Why am I doing this when I can show you guys the real RB Ref? Let's look at the actual RB Ref. The actual RB Ref before we go any further. Right? Please don't play any sound. Thank you. These things always mess me up, man, because you can't trust websites. Stop it. Okay. So you can see here his tackles. His tackles might not be as high, but his interceptions, blocking, clearances, aerial duels, they're in the high percentiles. Then if we go into his center back position, right? It's a little bit lower, but he was playing as both a center midfielder and a center back, right? So then we look at his duels, his passing rates. Where is it? Here we go. That was as a center back. Why does it keep scrolling up and down? Sorry, people. Where is it? Is this as a center back or is this a midfielder? Can you tell me, please? I want it as a center back. Okay. So here we go. This is it. So you look at his blocking, his clearances, his tackles, the percentages that he gets per 90. Honestly, it's up there. His underlining numbers look good. And once again, obviously, numbers don't mean much until we actually see him perform on the pitch. We're not going to be able to judge the player until we see him perform on the pitch. But another major sign that gives me the optimism is could he be the alternative to what we were looking at in Declan Rice? Because Declan Rice is a center back who can also a center back that was transitioned to midfield. Are we looking for versatility? Is that what this is? Are we looking for versatility players that can play in plethora position? He's left-footed. He's played in many positions throughout his career. I'm just going to show you guys one thing. I'm currently on Transfermarkt. Let me pull this up for you guys. Let me pull this up. So much waffle, bro. Billy, if you don't like it, you can leave. You can leave. I'm literally trying to give you as much information as I can. If you want to call it waffle, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but don't call me for shit. Then you go here. You got the center back. He's played 97 games as center back, 21 games as in his career at DM. He's played one game as a cam. He's played as a left back 9 times and a left midfielder twice. That is in his career. Last season, let's see where he played predominantly last season. Last season, he played 20 games as a DM, and he played 11 games as a center back, and he's played 1 game as a center mid. Could this mean the fact that he's played 20 games as a center defensive midfielder that he might be the Partey alternative? Could that be? Could he be the Partey alternative? Could he be the guy that we're looking at as a Partey alternative? This season, he's played 18 games as a center back, 1 game as a defensive midfielder, 1 game as a left back. You know what? With Mikel Arteta on the board, and the way that we've been recruiting, we don't know what his end position could be. Today, he could be signed as a left-footed center back. Tomorrow, he could be transitioned into a midfielder. At this moment in time, we actually don't know. That's the crazy thing. We actually don't know what he could end up becoming, because this is how things have been progressing over the last couple coming days. Now, there is one more player that we are talking to, and we could potentially sign. Just to let you guys know, there is one more player that we could Arsenal could potentially sign and are currently in talks with to look at signing. Let me show you guys who I'm talking about. The person I'm talking about is the right back who's currently playing in Spain that we're linked to. This is a right back that we're linked to. The right back that we're linked to is 18 years old, right-footed right back. Of course, you're not going to have many left-footed right backs. He's 5'10", right? He's being compared to the guys like Diego Della, Ricardo Pereira, Trippier. They're saying he's technically gifted. I've definitely seen some clips of him. The technical ability is there, passing ability is there. I haven't really seen his pace. I don't know how fast he is, but it says he's pacey. Off the ball, he's good. Tackling, I didn't really notice too much tackling, too much aggressive. I didn't notice too much aggressiveness. But one thing I did notice, he definitely does have the work rate and running up and down in the clips that I've seen. Another thing they don't talk about here is that I don't see too much end product from him. Like, he's not a right back that I see that does a lot of end product. He's more like Zinchenko, who's efficient, helps you control the game, helps you dominate in controlling a game, and that's what he's good at. That's what he's good at. Right? So at this moment in time, why do we need a right back? Well, Cedric is leaving. Cedric is leaving. Cedric is out. Like, Cedric is done. He's gone. When Cedric's gone, we're gonna need another right back in this team. Now, I know some people might have faith in some other people, but at this moment in time, it seems like Cedric might be out the door very, very soon. And when Cedric is out the door, we are going to need that upgrade or that player waiting to come in. And that's where this guy comes into a factor. That's where this guy comes into effect. They're saying that that's where we're looking at to sign this right back from I forget what the club was called. I forget what the club was called that he's currently at. But that is where that's where this situation comes into effect. Now I'm trying to look at where this article is. Yeah, so here we go. 9 hours ago, we got an update. 9 hours ago, we got an update. Yes, we still have Tomiyasu and Ben White, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't need the squad depth. Arsenal are making an offer for Kunduz because next week to try to get him in this season itself. That's what the reports came out of here. So these are where the reports for Facundo Torres are coming from. All the reports that we're getting for this guy we're coming from here. Even Fabrizio Romano was co-signing them in this. But this was the main thing that I want to talk about. So they're saying Cedric is one step away from joining Fulham after agreeing personal terms. Arsenal are now sending an offer to Real Valladolid for Ivan Facundas before next week. In a deal, we'll see him join the club this season. So this was where I originally seen the report. So not only does it look like Arsenal are going to get a left-footed center back who can also play in the midfield, but we already got Trossard, and now we're going to get a right back. Wow. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good thing. We are basically signing an 18-year-old replacement for Cedric. Egal Walalo, ignore the haters. Thank you, people. Big up to everyone. We got 524 people in the video, and I literally want to say love and respect to all you guys. Honestly, without you guys, this channel is nothing. And as of late, you guys have been supporting so well. I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving me. I'm going to be doing a video later today with a special guest, Saeed, at 4:05. That's my guy right there, Saeed. And we're going to be doing a Manchester United preview. So please do go check that out. Love and support to every single one of you guys. Make sure you do smash that like button. I'm sorry I have to cut this short. I can't do my regular streams where I read every comment. But can this guy play center back play CDM? Yes, he can. He can play CDM. But yeah, the next Declan Rice, I beg. He could be the next Declan Rice. You don't know. Or we could still just sign the real Declan Rice. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm out of here, people. Love and respect. I got to leave you here. For now, we're going to wait. Let me know if you guys want me to do another transfer video if and when Trossard is signed, or there's no point, because at this moment in time, his announcement is pending. And I'll just do a welcome video when he gets signed. But for now, love and respect. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Is Tariq Lamptey a good option? Tariq Lamptey is too short. Anyways, I'm out of here, people. Peace.